And Teravanen is just a freshman, so she's not exactly playing her last game in collegiate hockey, but someone that is playing her last game is the person in between the pipes. That's Amelia Van Vliet, and she's making just her second start of the season. We've mentioned it a couple of times, but she has looked really good so far today. As Darcy Johal on the takeaway at the right circle, shoots it inside, deflection loose, and Mercyhurst picks up the puck and get the clear. But Van Vliet has really kept the Orange in this game so far, Gino.
Of course, yeah, she really has. And I mean, between the penalty shot that she rejected in that second period and then surviving a 7-minute stretch of her team being down one player, two players. I mean, she was doing everything to keep this game in reach for Syracuse. And now she has given up 3 goals, but Mercyhurst got 3 really good looks against her. But other than that, she's looked superb.
Yeah, sometimes it gets to the point where it's like, what can you do? And I feel like Mercyhurst has had the better of that today. Teslak, a one-timer, and it's blocked off of Shea Klopp. Mercyhurst gets the clear. Amelia Van Vliet, 34 saves on 37 shots. And really all 3 of those goals were better shots, in my opinion. Parks turns at the far circle, ripped away by Alexandria Weiss. 4-on-2 for the Orange. Over to the far side, Thompson leaves it a one-timer. Deflected off of Nystrom.
Weiss again, defense leading to offense.
Mahoney, here's a shot and a score. Sydney Peterson. Well, Sydney Peterson can do it on both sides of the ice. She's a premier defender for Mercyhurst, and they just turn the defense into offense and get their 4th goal of the game. They go up by 3 here early on in the 3rd. Tough break for the Orange.
Yeah, and I was just talking about Weiss stepping up on offense and how that was a good thing, but on the other end of that, you got to make sure that someone's covering for you, and Weiss got caught a little bit too deep in Mercyhurst's end, and that created an odd woman rush coming the other way. And then obviously that breakaway shot from in tight on Van Vliet. Peterson's going to make that 10 out of 10 times.
Sydney Peterson, the junior defender, gets her 7th goal of the season. She's up to 25 points. And she hadn't scored since early December until last weekend, and now she scores twice in the span of a week. Mercyhurst again. Good defense there from the Orange in front, and Van Vliet just decides to cover it up. Well, not the exact start to the 3rd period that you were looking for Coach Smith and all 12 members of the class of 2024. We've mentioned it, 7 graduate students, 5 seniors. I mean, most of this roster pretty experienced for the Orange, and this is likely going to be their last period of hockey here at Trinity.
Yeah, and give a lot of credit to Mercyhurst. I mean, coming into this building, a lot of energy riding with Syracuse. You mentioned all the graduates, what this weekend means for all these players, and the Lakers with that second period just chaos. Still going in the locker room in the second intermission, regrouping and coming out strong.
McKay, a little dance move at the far dot. And now she falls to the ground as the Orange rip it away for the moment. Picked off by Riley Johnson for Mercyhurst. A feet in front. Cromer shoots it off the left pad of Van Vliet. Cromer fighting for the puck at the far side with Campbell Beacom. And the puck comes out to the near side as the Orange get the clear. Johal sends it across the zone. Over to the far side for Kate Holmes. As she skates towards the slot, shoots it, and it goes off the pad of Anna Nystrom.
Nice in and out move by Holmes there. Get that shot.
Near side feed for Teslak. She works her way down low, shoots. She slides into the far board, puck loose in front, and it's covered up by Nystrom.
McHale with 1, 2, 3 hacks on that loose puck in front. She's a presence in front of that net, Nico. She likes to push around. She's very aggressive, very physical. And she doesn't back down from, like I said, that physicality. And she did a great job there of trying to get a lot of opportunities on Nystrom.
Definitely is. That physicality has been brewing all day. It really showed in the second period, and it's starting to show again here a bit in the 3rd period. Mercyhurst back in the offensive zone. Savar over at the near corner. Sends it behind the net for Shea Kwa. And she loses it. It's picked off by the Orange. A 2-on-2 for the Cuse. Sarah Thompson at the center point, goes to the high slot, shoots off the right pad, save of Nystrom. Puck goes out to the far side, whipped around by Rayla Clemens, using her speed all the way to the right circle, shoots it, it goes wide off of Nystrom. Good chance there from Rayla Clemens, just couldn't get one to go. But Syracuse, they're getting the opportunities, just can't exactly find the net. Credit to Anna Nystrom today, 25 saves on 26 shots.
No, it's such a great move by Clemens, too, standing at 5'2". Not a very tall player, and then especially, as you just saw a few moments ago, how low she got, Nico. Did you see? Her elbow was basically touching the ice of how low she was protecting that puck, really bending her knees, and it's tough to knock a player who's that low to the ice and has that low of a center of gravity to try and knock her off the puck. Great job by Clemens to protect it and get a good shot off.
Anna Nystrom's really kept the Lakers in check today in between the pipes. Her 100th career game played today. And she is showing out for the Lakers, looking to close out this season strong. They're 17-15-1 on the season. And they've already secured that 2 seed in the CHA behind number 1 Penn State. And they will play Robert Morris, Mercyhurst will, next weekend. A home contest for the Lakers.
And you mentioned it, Nico. Mercyhurst, yes, they still have another series to play, and, they've already qualified for the CHA tournament. So, is there still, obviously you want to win as many games as you can, but at the end of the day, Mercyhurst doesn't have a whole lot to play for, but yet they're still coming out, and look, they're flying,
They're
Nico.
flying. They're absolutely.
It's almost like they're trying to get into the CHA tournament, and they look spectacular.
Little collision in front here. Boucher falls to the ice. Haven't said her name much today, Sarah Boucher. The captain for this Mercyhurst team. And she hasn't exactly been producing on the score sheet as much. She had 1 assist yesterday, but she's been, playing that teammate role so far in this series. She protected her goaltender teammate Nystrom yesterday, and then today again with a little bit of scuffle in front of the net a couple of times in that second period, really doing it on the characteristic side of things, the hockey.
Of course, and that's what a good captain does. A captain isn't just supposed to be someone that can put points on the board, but also can lead. And Coach Brittany Smith has spoken so highly of her captain for Syracuse, Tatum White. She says that not everything that White does ends up on the score sheet, and that's what makes a good leader.
Tervanen, a shot from the left circle. It's blocked in front. She gets it back, loses it in the far corner. She's tied up and pinned into the wall. And the puck goes out to the left point. Jocelyn Fiala. Puck still loose at the far boards. Fiala waiting for it at the blue line. And now it goes out to Newton. A stick by Langfels. And she keeps it in for a moment for Syracuse. Both teams fighting for this scrappy puck. Loose on the ice. Midway through this third period, Mercyhurst 4, Syracuse 1. 2 goals in this third period by the Lakers. Tervanen has it for the Orange. It's a 1-on-5 really for Tervanen, and she just gives it up for Mercyhurst as the Orange get a change. Kate Holmes on the near side, and a whistle's blown. Well, Gino, you look at this season as a whole as everyone takes a timeout on the ice here for a minute or so. You look at the season, and Coach Smith's trying to build up this program. She's in her second season as head coach for the Orange, and they've made some improvements from last year as well, and a future of this team where Coach Smith's going to bring in players nationally or from overseas. But it's not only about the performance on the ice, it's also about the culture off the ice, and that's what Coach Smith has repeatedly talked about over and over, and the calls that we've had with her is, this team's got to find a way to play with each other and play for each other this late in the season when they're out of the playoffs. And I think they just have fun playing with each other day in and day out, whether it's a game or not.